Elder abuse. At our country and around all the world, it is increasingly the number of oldies abused, and the people have neglected them too much, for different reasons, even if not physically mistreated, in all cases found to be discriminated, and theirs when they are in risk of dying. Prevalence of the problem. The social group that suffers more violence and abuse is the group of old people. Thanks to a study conducted by a magazine, we know that around 60,000 people over 65 years old suffer from abuse in our country. On the other victims of abuse who suffer the most are dependent elders, growing up by 1.5% across the general population, grows about 0.8%. But hardly anyone pays attention to this problem. More and more people are those who are interested in bringing up these old people. Studies show that people who are abused by their family members do not realize of that, are not aware of the situation in which they are, and qualify their family relationship as successful. But it causes people who are in an advanced age that last thing they want is to give problems their sons or people who care for them. All these think that with asylum and the indispensable mean to live is enough to have a good relationship with their family, and it is why they live in peace. Today, professionals in different areas are taking in account the problem of the abuse of older people in our country. That is why it is now considered a serious social problem. Types of abuse. There are different types of abuse towards older people, such as physical abuse refers to the use of physical force that hurts or bodily harm to the people who can be through hitting, punching, kicking, burns, among other things. Sexual abuse is one of the types of abuse where abuses the privacy of the individual, is forced to shed their clothes, take pictures, and even rape is practiced. Desertion is practiced when the person who cares of the oldie, who has custody, or people in your family and their family decides to take him to a hospital, clinic, rest home, or even live in the middle of a shopping mall or public roads. Another type of abuse is a financial abuse where the trust of the person is abused or take advantage of the old men that cannot defend themselves and void their bank accounts, seize their assets, property, or possessions of the person. There is also the psychological abuse where people psychologically mistreat the elderly, insult, and are imposed. The risk involved with this problem. The risk for people to suffer from abuse by family members of people who get their custody is the physical, psychological, and social suffering. May also suffer from the depression, physical injuries such as bruises, cuts, to really serious harm. The worst risk the older people being abused is death. Indicators of abuse towards elderly people. Some of the indicators to detect abuse towards people are poor nutrition, little care staff, dehydration, or repeated falls.